Hello there, namaste and blessings. These are going to be collective messages. Okay, so expect people from your past coming back. Why are they coming back? Some of them are coming back just to observe you, to look at you, to see where you are. It's part of the trigger, their karma, maybe. Take what resonates, leave the rest. For some of you, they're coming back to trigger something within you. And so, how are you going to deal with that situation? It's up to you. You see, the ego and the aspect of us that experience lots of pain or have experienced a lot of pain and betrayal, the aspect of us is like, what do I do with this pain? I don't want it. Sometimes it says, I don't want to take accountability. I don't want to sit with this. This is just uncomfortable. And so what happens is it will project the pain, the discomfort, the unhappiness into a situation. And we just stay there, or it stays there. Because I said because it's all of us. This is like universal. And so you know what? We are learning to process differently. We are learning to cultivate a healthy relationship with our emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual bodies. It's like, I'm seeing things unfold. And all right, how do we put it into order for, you guys, or for all of us to receive these messages? Yes. So right now we have very strong energies kicking in. It's the new moon. It's November 2024. And Pluto is pressing on the collective. Pluto, Mars, opposite. And so there's a lot of discomfort because we're transitioning, because we're shifting, because we are changing, because there's a lot happening, a lot more that, we're not even aware of. And so the bigger question here, or the best question is, how do we want to deal with these very uncomfortable situations from a place of grace? Are we going to go and blame people? Are we going to go blame ourselves? Are we going to go and take the pain and project it into our bodies, into the aspects of the parts of us that we don't believe that are deserving to be loved, to be seen, to be heard, to be worthy? Or are we just going to allow these uncomfortable energies to move and pass through us? You see? Exactly. Eight of Cups. The collective is walking away. The collective is removing and cleansing, walking away from the cups, the old ways of processing emotions. We are gaining a new perspective, a new view, a new way to take accountability for how we feel. And also, we are becoming very well aware. As above, so below. We are remembering that what's happening with the celestial bodies is affecting us. We are learning to pay more attention, to understand ourselves better. And so, how we want to respond to these current energies, universal energies, is up to us. Do we want to go into blame? Do we want to go into victim mentality? Do we want to start to project the pain that has been sitting with us for 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80 years? Or are we going to take accountability and see the bigger picture, the king, sorry, it just got very sunny, with the king of wands, are we going to just recognize that we have been holding on to all cups, all pain, all suffering, and even what has been passed through us through our family lineage? This is powerful. Now, can you allow the discomfort of these energies move through you without having to blame or to seek fault or to focus on all the things you believe you need right now because because that's the cause of your misery, of you feeling angry or frustrated or unloved or neglected? You see, we are being asked to find a bigger picture. The Hermit. The Queen of Wands. The Six of Swords. The Four of Cups. Death. We are about to close a cycle. And with that, we have to go through like a review. We have to go through a review to apply, to observe, to witness, to find, are we embodying what we said we are? Have you learned your lessons? How can we take more accountability and understand that, we are not in control of life, that the planets, that the universe is playing a big part, and that if we learn to cultivate a healthy relationship with ourselves and with the universe within, because we are connected to all that is, then we find answers, and then there's no need, right, to go to with the Seven of Swords here and the Five of Cups. There's no need to go blaming people or to focus our energy, our discontent and our unhappiness, with things that are just, with things that are here or recent past. You see, a lot of times we become very deceitful because we have not cultivate a healthy relationship with ourselves and with our pain and our suffering, and we have been so disconnected from the awareness that there is always things, alignments happening when it comes to celestial bodies, and that is affecting us. This is gaining a higher understanding of the universal, the collective, and the universal, and how the universe moves energies, and how we as humans, right, instead of going inward and cultivating awareness and being connected to ourselves and taking more accountability, we have not, we go into victim mentality. We go into we place our focus outside ourselves, and we start to look on faults in other people or things, like I said before. And so we are right now moving. We're moving through a journey. So she represents us. We're moving through a journey with the waters, our emotions, and the swords is like taking on the wisdom. And so we just have to go with the flow, and we have to be very self-aware right now, so that we don't become deceptive towards ourselves and others. It's time to take accountability, right? To observe ourselves. What is it that we still holding on to our past? And how can we close the cycle so that we can take on this new cycle that is here, and it just depends on, it's up to us, right? It's up to us. Do we want to resist it? Do we want to resist the end, or are we ready to gain the wisdom, the swords, and embody the above and the below, and embody divine virtues and self-awareness and self-actualization, and like I said, manifest a different cycle. This is deep, you guys. It's beautiful. Yeah. This is about the hermit. It's our hermit. We have the answers within, and there's always more to things. We're so used to live our lives disconnected, and the illusion of, oh, we're separated. I'm the only one who suffers. I'm the only one who struggles. I'm the only one. When in truth, we're speaking about the universal suffering, universal, how we experience planetary alignments, challenges, lessons. This is where delusions and I'm seeing the high priestess. This is where everything just falls off, because then we now move into the high priestess, which means I see past the veil of illusions. I see past the veil of illusions. Everybody is dealing with their own stuff, and when planetary alignments happen, people are expressing justice. People are expressing, when you see, let's say you go out and someone become very reactive, well, that person is dealing with the energy very differently than you. We have the sun, we have the hangman. It's all about perspective, changing how we see and perceive life. And when we become so self-aware, and when we make sure that we take time to process our emotions and to understand what's freaking happening, and is this collective, is this mine, when we start to to be the high priestess, somebody the hermit, and to pay more attention. So then, you know what I mean? Our judgment with the Two of Swords is not about victimization or having to blame anyone, but it's about awareness. Oh my God. Higher awareness. So we have the Tower. Divine intervention. All right? I don't have to take things personal. And I don't have to convince myself or make myself a victim. And all of this is taking me inward. All of this is taking me inward. All of this, because instead of projecting out how I feel and taking things personal, I am going inward. I am becoming aware where I'm at, what's happening with me, what's happening with the planetary alignment, and so I can navigate this journey very differently. Anyways, I love you. These were your channel messages. November 1st. Namaste and blessings. Awesome.